Ave Satanis, everyone. My name is Vampuel Satanis, and welcome to my channel. And I hope everybody's having a great day or night wherever you're at. And I really, truly mean it. I'm serious. I really mean it. I hope everybody really is doing okay in these hard times with the virus and everything. That at least we're going to bed safe. As black magicians, we want to stay safe, and sound. Anyways, tonight's video, I made a video earlier. I said I'd make another one. I might even make another one when it gets dark. I have some things on my mind. I want to talk about my road to recovery from drugs and alcohol. I know it has nothing to do with magic. It has nothing to do with Satanism. And Ave and hail Satan if I didn't say it. But it does have something to do with it. And I'm going to get to it. But what I want to say is, I'm a recovering pill and alcoholic. Pill popper and alcoholic. I never got into heavy shit, but I got into heavy enough shit to where it really screwed up my life. I had everything, lost everything, and now I'm getting it back. And it's been a couple years of working really hard at my sobriety to finally have some sanity in my life again and some soundness. Because it's been, I got into recovery in Florida, and now I live in North Carolina. But basically, during my road to recovery, and all this time I've had sober now, I had to find spirituality. At least that's what they say at these meetings I'm going to, and I still go to here and there. I go to meetings, AA meetings and stuff like that. Anyway, during my spiritual journey, when I first got sober, I tried different paths. I tried the goofy Christian path again. After not being a Christian for years and years, I figured since I'm sober, maybe I'll give it one more shot. And I went to church with some people from the meeting hall and stuff, the AA meeting hall. And one of the times going there, the preacher starts putting down gay people. Literally, during the sermon, or whatever the hell it's called when a preacher gets up there and talks. Man, I don't go to church. I was giving it a shot. I was giving anything a shot because I wanted to stay sober. I just wanted to get healthy, and I wanted to get better so I don't go back to drinking and drugging again. Anyways, after that, I never went back to the church because a couple of the people at the church I knew were lesbians, and they go to the same meetings I go to. So I thought that was rude as hell, right? Anyways, to make a long story short, I went through the little Christian spout. And it was ridiculous. This is years ago. I'm talking years ago, several years ago. I tried it for a brief moment. I'm talking about 3 years ago, I tried it for a brief moment. Knowing that it wasn't going to fit. But I figured, what the hell. Anyways, to make a long story short, I want to get to where witchcraft comes into play. Alright, I'm telling you some personal stuff, so it doesn't matter. I just hope it might help somebody. Because this does have to do with magic. This does have to do with Satan. This does have to do with finally finding a power that I believe is greater than me. Or at least definitely a power. Anyways, that's what they want you to find in recovery. So anyways, I was sober. When I first got sober, I was still homeless. I was living in a tent in the woods. No longer live in a tent. I'm far away from a tent now. Anyways, thank God. Or thank Satan. Thank the God and Goddess. All of them. All the demons. And everything that's in existence. Anyways, when I was in the woods, I was living in a tent. And I used to stay up real late at night. Like, seriously, because I live out in the woods and stuff, and I was completely sober, no drugs, no alcohol. I would just stay up at night and I would go to the store and buy coffee and then take it back to my camp and drink endless coffee, because when you quit everything, you start drinking coffee all the time. I don't know why, but you do. And something started coming to me over the weeks, several weeks of living out there still in the woods. It started coming to me. Signs and stuff. You know, different symbols and signs. Because I was practicing a form of prayer and meditation, but I wasn't really praying and meditating to any specific God. I was just basically just praying to the universe. And then signs started coming to me, like triangles. And things started coming to me in threes and stuff. Because we have a magic number 3. As a witch, you should know that. And stuff started coming to me in threes. My first wand came to me in the woods. You know, I've never told this story to anybody, and I'm dead serious. So this is the first time actually even telling people this story. And my first wand was it was like a 3-pronged stick. And the reason why I kept it as my first wand, because it had 3 prongs. I was like, well, this has to do with, you know, the number 3 being a magical number. I couldn't get rid of this stick, and I started using it around my camp as stupid shit. I don't know, to like just poked it in the ground and just, I don't know, like an ornament or something. And then when I looked, these signs started coming to me, all kinds of different signs from doing constant prayer and meditation out in the woods. And then so I looked up on the internet. It actually came to my brain to look up witchcraft or Wicca or something. I forget what came to my head. So I started looking up witchcraft and stuff. And I found that, and I started reading everything. I was like, man, this is exactly what I believe. You know, I believe in multiple gods. You know, of course I'm left-hand path now, so I practice with demons, but I think demons are the real true gods. And anyways, so I started looking and researching all this stuff, and I realized, okay, I'm definitely a witch. Like, I believe in multiple gods. At the time, I was still questioning karma, but you know, I had a belief that I still kind of believed in karma. I don't know if I do anymore now. I just don't even think about it anymore. But then I did, and just all kinds of other things, like the triangle thing. I kept having triangles just constantly showing up, and I realized that a triangle is like a magical shape, pretty much, and it just all added up. So it all added up. I started like really researching witchcraft and Wicca, and started really diving into Wicca. And you know, I found a god and a goddess to work with, which my first god and goddess I started working with was Hecate and Cernernos or Cernernos. It depends on how you want to pronounce it, but he's a Celtic horn god. So I started practicing all the different little witchcraft techniques. I started casting casting circles, basically, which I don't really have to cast circles anymore, because I don't care about keeping shit out of my circle, or I don't care. I'm not worried about it. I work with demons, so I'm not really worried about anything good or evil, because I don't even believe in good and evil anymore, and I haven't really talked too much about that yet, but that's a whole nother topic. But anyway, so what I'm saying is, Magick, I started practicing all this witchcraft. Next thing you know, I'm out of the woods. I got a place to live. Got a job pretty much right away. A good job, a decent job right away. Everything just went bam, bam, bam. I started practicing rituals. I was doing spell work. I was casting spells. All kinds of spells, man. I mean, it was all through Wicca work. But I mean, I didn't know anything about Satanism then, because nothing was on the internet about Satanism. I wasn't even looking for Satanism. I didn't even think about Satanism. I just knew I wasn't Christian, and I knew I've always kind of thought a different way about things, and witchcraft is what lined up. So what I'm saying is, I started practicing these rituals, and I even had a luck spell that I used to use all the time. It was like a Celtic luck spell, and it was basically just something I would, you know, I'd go out at like 11 midnight out of my tent around this little tree that I called the Tree of Life, my Tree of Life, and I would cast a luck spell, And it would work, like, all the time. I was like, this is ridiculous, man. Like, I would cast a spell of luck, and, like, literally, good things would, not instantly, but, like, within the next few days or the next day. So, like, lucky shit would happen, man. Good shit would happen. I was like, hell yeah. So, I instantly believed that witchcraft is real, and I still do to this day. So, that's how I got started. What I'm saying is it helped me with my sobriety, you know. Performing magic and praying and meditating and doing a lot of trance work. And then I started getting deep into trance work, and then on and on and on and on from there, all the way to Satanism. So, you know, now I'm invoking demons. I'm invoking and evoking demonic energies and spirits, which I think are the true ancient gods. And that's all that matters. That I believe that they are the true ancient gods, and they are not good, they are not evil, they're just what they are, you know, demons, spirits, gods, and all kinds of other different practices now. But what I'm saying is it really helped me along my path of sobriety and getting on my feet again and getting all my shit together, you know, from a tent to living in, you know, having a place to live. But right now, you know, I'm helping my dad. He's 70 years old and he's got health issues, so, but still, I'm alive, I'm sober, you know, I have a roof over my head, you know, I'm working, and just everything's looking up and up. And it's because I literally have been doing rituals, meditating, invoking spirits. They've been teaching me, guiding me on my path, and I really owe it to the universe, man, my sobriety and my health and everything. So, I mean, magic does work, but it takes work, you know. That's why I stress all the time on my videos is doing something every single day. I mean, you don't have to do a 30-minute ritual or an hour ritual for magic to work. I mean, just taking time with something. I don't, if it's, you know, anything from prayer, meditation, trance work, dream work, if you can, sex magic, if you can, anything, just simple candle magic, ritual, any type of fucking full circle ritual, any type of anything. I mean, you can set up a circle in 5 minutes, do a quick ritual, and shut it down within 10 minutes. Just something, so the universe and the demons and the basically the gods are staying connected with you, and you can really invoke that power for bigger and bigger magical workings later down the road by working on it every day, building up to bigger ones, you know. I like to build up to bigger rituals. Like, if I know I'm gonna be doing a certain type of spell or something, I try to start, you know, I'll build it up over the week or a couple days prior. I'll be doing little teeny things and then just kind of like building up day by day, and then finally, you know, sometimes I'll watch the moon. I'll make sure it's like a waning or waxing moon or a full moon before I do a ritual. But I don't always follow the moon. If I'm feeling it, I do it, you know. But anyways, I'll build it up a couple days prior, you know, kind of just work on some whatever I'm going to be doing, whatever type of spell I'm going to be doing. I think about what I'm going to be doing several days prior and start doing small little rituals. And then finally letting go of the big ritual on day 3. Like, say I build it up for a couple days and then let go of the big ritual day 3 and let go of the full spell into the cosmos on day 3 and blast it off into the universe, because we can speak things into existence, and it is true, you know. So if you're saying words to the cosmos and the demons and the gods and angels, devils, whatever you work with, those things are going to be able to hear you, man, eventually. Maybe not right away, but if you keep practicing every day, they'll eventually hear you, and they will bring things into your life, you know, or do whatever bidding you need them to do. But, you know, I suggest pack work and all that stuff, like making pacts with the demons, making pacts with Satan or Lucifer, whichever one you follow, or both, you know. But I'm not going to talk about pack work right now. I'm just talking about my road to recovery and how Magick helped me. And, you know, now I'm not in a tent anymore. I'm doing halfway okay, and it's just going to get better. Anyways, if you liked the video, like, share, subscribe, and thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Hail Satan.